passionate about what he does, and I love his music, and I love the words that he writes.
Quite deep and philosophical.
Yeah, he's a cool person, really.
Don't get me started on all that. When I fails, I'll just poke my eyes out and become a piano tune. I'm producing Carl Picton. He's got no dreams of fame and fortune, really. He just wants to make his music, make an album, and I'm helping him. It's really cool. It's really cool.
Things are going my way. I can't help thinking of these days. It's going my way. I'm lying here with you in bed. I'm sleeping by the side of my head. I'm happier than I've ever been. It's in my dreams. I'm thinking. We met up on Brixton Hill in the cafe at 12:30. I brought a car.
Mainly I see myself as a songwriter. I think that's where I am now in my life, you know what I mean?
My love, my angel, dark blue.
This is all about life experience and time spent accumulating it, you know. So, yeah, you know, in a better world, he'd have, you know, a record deal, everyone would know who he was, and he'd have lots of money in the bank.
In terms of what happens to them commercially, don't really know. These days, that doesn't seem to really be something you can think much about, does it? But, you know, if anything like that happens, it happens. But the important thing is to get the songs down and done.
We've got a song called April Rain, which is destined for greatness, I think.
I was approached by Stan one morning, and he asked me if I would like to take part in a recording session. And when I asked him, he said it was concerning a song called April Rain.
And nothing is as beautiful.
The original idea was from, I sort of teach to my cash. And I often teach a lot of African people, so the sentiment of the song comes from an African saying, like April Rain, which is a bit like no shit, Sherlock.
All this could be yours, so the billboards say.
I just try and stay true to myself and, you know, spread some kind of positive energy through music. And, you know, that includes, though, you know, telling it like it is, being honest, not pulling your punches and not holding back. Acknowledge the, you know, the darkness and the darker side of reality or whatever. To do so is positive. To avoid it or deny it is extremely negative. I think it's important to try and convey some kind of message, a viewpoint, you know, without saying this is right, you know, and this is wrong, but just a viewpoint that you know, questions the status quo. What I really do is just try and, you know, put that viewpoint out there. It's not a unique viewpoint, of course it isn't. Plenty of people, you know, worry about all the same things, you know, think about all the same things, but, you know, I'm not really worried about them. It's the people who don't that scare me. It's the people who think everything's all right, or the people who pretend that everything's all right. Well, they scare the shit out of me because apathy is one thing, but, you know, denial is something else. I think that's psychiatric disorder, to be honest.
Did you dance this one?
He just said, do you want to sort of do some drumming for us? And I had no idea what I was getting myself in for whatsoever. And then he basically sent me a few tracks as an email. Never actually came through, funnily enough, but I went to the rehearsal anyway with no idea what I was doing. We had a jam probably for about 20 minutes straight. We just really like connected straight away.
Being in a band with anybody is challenging. It's like being married to somebody and never going to work. It's like you have to spend your whole life with these four people, and you have to tour around the world with them and make music with them, and basically you have to get on with them and drink with them and know what they eat and what they drink and all the rest of it. It's a difficult thing being in a band, but it's the most rewarding thing that there is to be on this planet, frankly.
The impression I get from Stan is he's a hard-working guy. He uses music to kind of vent and vent his frustrations about the world through music. As far as performing with the band, I mean, I really enjoy it, especially being on stage with Colin, who's been playing for years now, and someone with Stan's enthusiasm, and there's kind of a chemistry there between the three of us. I've got a drummer now that kind of shares the same energy. All This for Nothing is definitely a big political track and should be listened to, and it's songs like that I think that kind of capture the essence of what Stan is about and what he's trying to achieve, I think.
The video experience is something that I call hurry up and wait. Because basically you're just most of the time waiting around with sort of makeup artists and having your face pampered and waiting for the next shot, and then you have to perform at the jump of a hat. So it's hurry up and wait. Videos are great.
Put your faith in politicians oozing from your televisions. Is there corporate news as Reader's Digest vindicates your violent conquests? This morning I was yawning and my soul was in despair. My head state was a stalemate and it needed some repair. Your number through the slumber appeared in front of me, I swear. So happy.
Thanks for including me in this. Respect.
It's breezy, but it's easy to be cynical these days.
Yeah, start again. Fucked it really.
More fun than human beings are meant to have, really.
Catch some rays, eat picnics with the nitwits hanging in the summer.
That sounds like Victoria line, doesn't it?
Oh, right, you want Piccadilly, don't you?
Piccadilly.
Take the time to enjoy the sun.